Hey guys, it's been a while, and that's because the airdrop meta has changed. So there's no point searching for airdrops and posting guys for things that wouldn't work out. And so far, I have switched to trading and Binance Alpha. Recently, I have been studying an ICC strategy, which is indication, correction, and continuation. And I've been making some test trades. So far, so good. So I've decided to share some of my analysis with you to see if you have any observations, corrections, or thoughts. And if you feel it makes sense, you can go ahead and set up your trade with the idea. And for today, I'll be looking at the ARKM token. I've been hearing news about the ARKM exchange shutting down. People have been posting screenshots of emails they've gotten from ARKM asking them to withdraw their fund before a set time. So, and that means they are trying to shut down the exchange, probably due to low activity. We are in a bearish market now, and the Dex era, shorting era is ending. So many people will be moving their funds away from these trading exchanges and focusing on the more traditional secs like Binance, Bybit, and the like. So, having said that, I'm taking a quick look at the ARKM token. This token has been on a steady decline for months now with no visible bottom. In fact, it keeps printing new lows daily. So fundamentally with the news, I'm looking for a short, but still I have to look at the chart to see what's happening. So usually I visit the 1 hour and 4 hour time frame, which are higher time frames, to get a clearer perspective of the price action, market structure, and trend. Then once I see a correction, I scale down to the 50-minute time frame to find that out. So let's just get into it. So on the 1 hour time frame here, we can see it can be still on a steady decline. So what I'll be doing here is to find where is the buying and selling pressure. With this, I'll form a hypothesis of where there are buyers and where there are sellers. So if price breaks above a level where there are sellers, you can assume that there are no longer sellers here and price is making a bullish momentum. If price breaks below a level where there are buyers, you can know that there are no longer buyers there and it's a bearish momentum. So that's what I'm doing here. So what we'll be looking at are the swing highs and the swing lows, because these are the points where price changes momentum and trends. So I identify my swing high, so I can see here. Actually, I scaled up to the 4 hour time frame, and I can see our swing high here, sellers here, okay, and it has a lower low, which is the lowest for ARKM ever. This is an all-time low here. So there are definitely buyers here waiting to push the price up if it eventually falls below this level. So remember, for a downtrend, you need to have a lower high, a lower low, lower high, lower low, like that. For an uptrend, you need to have a higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, and that. So once price begins to break any of these structures, you should look out to see that the trend is changing. And that is what we mean by an indication. So once price breaks a high or a low, once price forms a new high or a new low, that is an indication for me. So here I'm looking, okay, for a downtrend, we should have a lower high, lower low. Yeah, there's a lower high, which means sellers are still here. And but here you can see we have a higher low, which means it is breaking the bearish structure. So I just mark here because there are possible buyers here. But the next low is a lower low. The next high rather is a lower high, and the next low is a lower low. So probably we might be going back to a bearish trend. But now we see that the next high is higher than the previous low, and this is where our structure breaks. So I mark this line where the structure breaks, and that will be the start of my indication. And you can also see that the next low is the same with this previous low, which validates our hypothesis that there are buyers at this level waiting to push price up. But now we begin to see that price breaks above this point, above this our low here, a lower high, and forms a higher high. Okay, so this is an indication of a bullish momentum. So after an indication, I wait for a correction. A correction is simply price reverting. Price doesn't just move in a straight line. Even for a downtrend, price will go down, go up, and go down again. For an uptrend, price goes up, goes down before it goes up again. So for an uptrend, price goes up, which is an indication to break a previous high, and comes down, which is a correction, forms a higher low, which you can tell that it's an uptrend and continues forming a higher high. So that's the continuation. So remember, fundamentally, I'm expecting a bearish move, which will ride with overall bearish structure of this token. But this indication shows a possible bullish momentum. So the bullish momentum will push to where their sellers are. So if it pushes to this place and price doesn't come down, we know that there are no longer sellers here and the bullish momentum is continuing. So right now we are still in a phase of correction. So I scale down to my 15-minute time frame. And here I can see that it's still forming. So this was a high and just is a low and it's still ranging here. So it's still on the downtrend. Okay, it's still correcting. Once price starts breaking the downtrend and starts moving up, I can see that as a continuation. So I go back to my 1 hour time frame. So right now I cannot trade. This is a no trade zone for me because we are still on the correction. We don't know if it will break below this point or if it will break above our previous swing high. So to show that there are no longer sellers here. So what I'll do in this case is to set 2 alerts. The first alert I'll be setting is for this region where the buyers are. So if price falls below 0.1114, I will come to the chart and that will be a bearish indication. So once price falls below this level, I'll be waiting for a correction and a continuation to continue the downward trend. And the next alert I'll be setting will be for our next swing high where sellers are. So I'll be setting an alert for 0.132. That means if price breaks above this level, it means that there are no sellers here and it will be a further indication of a bearish move. That is me being on the safer side because for fundamentals like this there will be manipulations when people are expecting to short. There might be manipulations to push upwards, but ideally based on this correction here, my alert will be for this previous swing high here, which is 0.1244. So once price breaks above this point, I will open a long and I'll take my long to where the sellers are. Actually, I'll take my long to this place here because this was actually the start of the strongest bearish momentum here. But if I'm going for a short, there is no reference. For me, I will just take the short to see how long it takes because there is no lower point here to make a reference to. This is actually the all-time low. So that's what I see for ARKM token. So if you have any questions, observations, or thoughts, let me know in the comments. You can also send your observations, corrections, or suggestions in the Telegram group. If you wish, you'll find the link to the Telegram group in the description. So if this video has helped you, like, comment, subscribe to my channel, share your views and your strategies. Let's know the token you are looking at so we can make our analysis and see if we have similar reasonings. So that's it for today. Stay safe and I'll see you in the next video.